Welcome to my studio. I am Lisa Hedstrom, and I'm going to share with you my experience and enthusiasm for a little-known Japanese shibori process called Arashi Shibori. It's easy, it's quick, and you will be able to get great results. It can also be very intricate and complicated, and we are going to cover the basics to the advanced in this 2-disc video. You can see how quickly and easily this works. If my seam is too tight, then it's harder to push, and I can go back and sew a new one. And after it goes into the die and out, we will get these watery horizontal stripes that are close together. Here we have a tube that has been dyed in a hot acid dye. We'll talk more about that later. And I have let it dry on the pole. So here we have, this is always the best. Comes right off, and you have a beautifully sculptural piece of fabric. Now, I like to use a thread I can see, so that's why I chose the green. Actually, I'm going to cut this in two, because when I show you this as we wrap, I'm going to do 2 different variations. Notice the differences in these 3 pieces. One is almost like a chevron. One is, I don't know what you'd want to call this, but you probably recognize the little raindrop shape. And then this piece. We'll talk about the differences in wrapping. Let's look at some samples. Notice the texture on these 2 pieces. The little bumps are running down vertically at a slight angle on this piece. And on this piece, they're running a little more horizontally across the fabric. So depending on how you've wrapped the piece and added the twist, the compression is a little different, but the key is in the back side. Here is a new texture. This was the part of the fabric against the pole. So I have taken it off, keeping it as compressed as possible and turning it over. And it is a new texture, and therefore it's a new pattern.